Good afternoon. Hope everybody's having a good day. Happy Friday. I am on the way to pick up my daughter from school. I mentioned it before in my videos. I do this every Friday, and then I spend the weekend with my daughter. So that's the time that I get with her. And we always have a good time. Always playing with toys and coloring and dancing to music. Tell you, being a dad is definitely one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. I love being a dad. I just got one baby girl. She's gonna be 5 in February. And I tell you, it is a fun age. It really is. You know, your child is developing. She's got pretty much her personality, and it's crazy because she's a lot like me, which is also scary. But I'm so proud of her. She's such a delight. She is definitely gonna be life of the party. I look forward to seeing how she turns out the older she gets. But, you know, having kids is great. It really is. Kids are great. I mean, the thing is that you want to have them with the right people, the right person, you know. You don't want to just have a child with anybody. Like, I know I'm divorced, but I don't regret getting married. I don't regret that experience at all because it helped me find out what I was really lacking. I mean, I thought I was ready for that commitment, but I wasn't. I wasn't prepared for that at all. I was just in love with the idea of marriage, in love with the idea of being in love, I guess. I wouldn't say I wasn't really in love, but I mean, you know, it was definitely a situation where I was not ready for that, and I found out the hard way. So, you know, we skipped a lot of steps. I don't recommend getting married right off the bat. You know, 4 months into knowing somebody. However, there are some situations where people meet, they get married in 2 weeks, and they've been together ever since. But you know, it's got to be a compatible thing. I mean, if you're extremely compatible and you communicate very well, then yeah, and that'll make it work. If you're not, lifestyle clashing as well, like, it doesn't help if your lifestyles are different. So, but I mean, I think marriage is a beautiful thing. It really is. I mean, you're committing to your person, and you're going to spend the rest of your life with your person. You know, this is the person you're going to grow old with. I mean, I think that's a beautiful thing. And then you got people around us that's been married for like 40, 50, 60 years. It's like, man, like, that's some codependency. But, you know, you got this day and age where people move so fast, and social media is like, ruins it. It ruins relationships because you're literally like one message away from cheating on your spouse or cheating on your boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever. You know, and if you have issues with that, like if you have problems with being loyal, being faithful, then that's something that you need to work on. That is something that you need to get squared away because it is not fair to that other person. They did not deserve that. especially if they're loyal to you 100% and dedicated to you, committed to you, and love just you. But yeah, here you are wanting your cake and eating it too. I've been cheated on before. It's not a good feeling. That shit sucks. Nobody likes to be cheated on. Nobody likes to be played with. So why would you do it to somebody else? Now, granted, I know I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. But who you decide to be, like, the choices that you make is what shapes your future. And the choices that you make also affect people around you. So if you choose to be a piece of shit and bring people down and hurt people, then I hate to say it to you, but karma is a real thing. And it will come back and bite you in the ass. Goes around, comes around, it's the same. But yeah, I mean, marriage is a beautiful thing, but just get to know somebody. It's very exciting to be excited about somebody, to look forward to somebody, to think about somebody every day, for them to be the first thing to be on your mind every single day and the last thing on your mind every single night. Like, that is a beautiful thing. Like, I love that I have somebody that I think about every single day and I am just completely infatuated with, and been talking with this person for roughly past 90 days, like 90 days in a week, like 3 months. We've been talking, getting to know each other, really going in depth with each other. And it's just it's a beautiful experience. Like, it is seriously the most beautiful experience that I've ever experienced in my life. Like, I feel so comfortable with this person. I am so attracted to this person, and not just physically. It's not physical. It is spiritual, emotional, mentally. Like, it's like all of the things that aren't touch. But the physical part is a plus. It is icing on the cake. But man, let me tell you what, it's such a powerful experience, and I've never experienced this before. And you're damn right. It's definitely something that I am going to pursue the rest of my life and fall for every single day, over and over again. Because, I mean, this person truly is a beautiful person and deserves nothing but the best. So, you find your person, you do everything in your power to make sure your person has everything that they need. You take care of your person. You be your rock for your person. You be the rock for your person. You be the rock in your relationship. You be that person for your person that you're the one that they can turn to when they can't turn to anybody else, because that's your best friend, your lover, your friend. I mean, it's what they need in their life. For that, there's nobody else that they can go to but you. Like, you want it to be where they know you so well and you know them so well that nobody else knows them like you do, or knows you like they do. That's how you want it to be. You want to be with your person like that. You want to be connected like that. The way I like to say it is a sacred love. The sacred love between two people is a love that nobody else can experience or fathom or anything like that. Only those two people can experience that, because it is between them. Nobody else is allowed in that circle. That circle only has room for two people. sacred love. So that is something that, trust me, you do not want to fuck up. You have something like that, you hang on to it for eternity. And the craziest thing is that when you meet somebody that you feel so familiar with, like you've known them for your entire life, and it's the craziest experience, but I mean, these things happen. I might be wrong, don't quote me on this, but there's a thing called soul contracts, where in a previous lifetime with that soul, we made a promise that we'll meet each other again. So we made a contract together that we'll meet each other again, and we will be together again in the next lifetime. So it's called the soul contract. I believe in this. Like, all the people you meet in your life that you're like, man, I swear you are so good. And it doesn't have to be a lover. It can just be a friend. You know, it could be a friend, like your old best friend from a different lifetime. Like, that's freaking cool, you know? So, one thing I'll say is the person that you are today, that is who you are held accountable for. The person you are right now at this very second, that is the person that you are held accountable for. You can't be held accountable for the person you were yesterday, last week, last month, last year. That person's gone. Every day is a new you, and it's whoever you choose to be. So if you used to have issues, like, you know, let's just say, like, if you're a person with problems like addiction problems or commitment problems or anything, you can change all of that. It all starts with you and how bad you want to do it, okay? Nobody can make you do anything. Only you can do. Only you. So if you were a drug addict last week and today is your 1 week sober, bravo. Like, that was you. That was all you. You made the decision to get sober. So now you're being held accountable for who you are right now. But I'm not going to look at who you were a week ago. You know what I'm saying? Catch my drift? So, the choices you make every single day is who you are, and it shapes your future. So, keep doing your best, making yourself the best version of yourself every single day. 1% better. I mean, I'm not perfect. I do my best. I try to make the right decisions every single day. Do I always make the right decisions? No, I don't. But I try to be conscious about what I'm thinking, what I'm doing, what I'm just trying to accomplish in life. Especially now, like, I'm in a spot in my life right now where it's like the transition is just, it's kind of mundane, because it's like, you know, I got laid off like a month ago, and I've been looking for work, and then I'm working on my business, and it's like, to me, honestly, this is a real test right now for me, and the choices I make from here forward are really gonna make a difference. Like, they're really gonna be pivotal for myself. Like, this is a really big test. I feel like it's a big test for me. So I have to make my choices accordingly. I have to be extremely mindful of what I decide to do from here forward. And yeah, do I got bills piling up? Of course I do. Child support's due. I mean, I got all these things coming at me right now, and fuck, my bank account's negative right now because I had a bill come due today. It's my car payment, and I had a truck. Okay, I had a 3500 Laramie Longhorn 2014 Mega Cab diesel truck, 6.7. My dream truck. I worked my ass off for that truck. I used to travel for work, 100% travel, and I did rock fall mitigation 2 years ago. Oklahoma was my last job, and I was gonna stay on the road, so I upgraded to a 3500. I was gonna get a fifth wheel. I had a regular camper, and just decided that after I got my truck shortly after that, I was like, well, I'm so sick of missing out on my daughter's life. Like, she was only, I think she was 2 going on 3 at the time. So, you know, I was on the road for 2 years. I mean, I was in her life like 6 months when she was first born. But then after that, it was in and out. And I got really tired of that because my dad's dead. He didn't have a choice. My dad's not here. My dad died when I was 2 years old. So when I was in Oklahoma and rethinking my life and rethinking my career choice, I thought to myself, you know, what am I doing? You know, why am I working on the road away from my daughter, not with her, not watching her grow up, you know? I mean, the money was great. I was able to send a bunch of money because I was going through my divorce at the time too. Like, I got divorced while I was on the road. So I would send obnoxious amounts of money to my ex-wife. Well, she was still my wife at the time, but I got paid weekly, and I was sending obnoxious amounts of money. And you know, that right there is financially for me was crippling. Granted, I mean, yeah, I had some left over, but living on the road, I mean, it's like your expenses, like everything counts. And obviously, yeah, I didn't make the smartest choices while I was on the road. I didn't, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to get off the road. Because I wanted to drink. I wanted to, you know, do stupid shit. I wasn't focused. I would have spurts here and there where I would get back in shape a little bit, but my consistency was crap. I had no consistency. But when I finally figured it out and said, you know what, it ain't worth it anymore. And I want to go see my daughter. I want to be with my daughter. So my last job was in Oklahoma 2 years ago. I came down to Florida. My ex-wife gave me a place to stay for a year, maybe. I mean, that plan was to get my own place, and I got my own place shortly before a year was up or so, and been living in my place ever since my roommate, you know? And the best choice I ever made. I took a hell of a pay cut. Probably like half my pay. Literally, maybe less than that. Like, my pay is literally cut in half, maybe a little more. And does that infuriate me? Fuck yeah, it does, man. It's like I'm down here in Florida. It's like shit. Even trying to get like a job, it's like $25 an hour. They want like it's like project manager. Like, are you fucking kidding me? $25 an hour to be a project manager. My last job I was working, I'm a shotcrete nozzleman. It's one of my skills I picked up from rockfall mitigation. I learned a lot of shit from that company, by the way. But that last job I was in, I was making like $34 an hour. Shotcrete nozzleman. Everybody got a 2% raise across the board, so we got 60 cents. So I was $34.60. Only working 40 hours a week. You know, I don't work the weekends. Still wasn't enough. Because the median, so here's the thing. The median for you to survive right now, you need to be making like $80,000 a year, $90,000 a year. That's about the sweet spot. That's just to get by. You know, that's to make all your payments. That's to pay for all your food, your fuel. you know, everything. Roughly $80,000, $85,000. That's to just get by. After that, anything more than that, you can start saving more money. You can save money, whatever. So it's just not cutting it anymore, you know? But also the way I see it is, the way this economy is right now, like, I don't include myself with the whole crowd. Like, I'm not sitting here thinking to myself like, well, we need to up the wages and blah blah blah. And it's like, I don't see it like that. I see it like, you know what? It's my responsibility to make more. It's up to me to make more. If I want to get more, then I need to make more. I don't see myself as a victim in this country. You know, this country's going to do what it wants to do. Plain and simple. So, I didn't mean to get off track. But anyways. So, yeah. Came down here in Florida. Happy I did. I'm bonding with my daughter for the last 2 years, and it's been amazing. I'm so happy that I was able to bond with her these last couple of years. And it's been beautiful. You know, I love being a daddy. I do. Do I want more kids? Yeah, absolutely. So, I'd love to have more kids. I will. I will. So, anyways, remember, it's the choices you make today and forward is what counts, okay? If you're trying to be the better person, you're trying to make better choices, you're trying to develop the best version of yourself, be conscious, be mindful of what you're doing every single day, and ask yourself at the end of every single day, did I do everything I took today to fulfill my purpose? Am I doing everything I'm supposed to be doing? And if you can't answer that honestly, then it's time to sit down and reflect and think to yourself, what do I need to do what should I be doing to improve every single day? So yeah. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and don't forget to follow, subscribe for more. Look forward to having more of you guys around and follow me on my journey about my life and everything else to come. So, all right. Take care.